telling the Catholics, they said there's no such thing. Then later on I found out that there was. You know, everything she would talk to me about and she couldn't even read.
Before I forget, in Sandy's Hill, after my UFO experience, I call Sandy's Hill, that was the event with my cousin, okay, where he found the train tracks and I prayed, and I had no memory of it until I was 26. And then I had these flashbacks where I realized it was the Virgin Mary, and then later on I realized that the Virgin Mary is just really a Catholic religious metaphor for, you know, extraterrestrial.
Yeah.
And this is what Fatima showed. The new documents that came, that were released by the Vatican just within the past 2 years, showed that, in fact, the descriptions of what they saw were not angelic beings in Jesus and Mary, but they fit exactly the descriptions of a modern-day encounter with the UFO, right down to the description of the gray alien-type beings and everything else.
Well, you know, I believe that because when I had cancer and I was dying, I only had like a week left and my son was only like 5, 6 months old, and my husband had deserted us and left us because I had cancer and I was dying. And this man appeared behind my son, and he told me that day the nurse didn't show up, the hospice nurse. And the baby was like, he wanted the milk, he was wet and nasty and dirty, and I'm laying there dying at home. And behind him, this man appeared to him. And I'll never forget this young man, as long as I live. He told me, get up and walk, there's nothing wrong with you. And within a week, I had no cancer, no nothing. And that's been here documented with doctors and all in Albuquerque.
Oh my goodness.
And, you know, there's been, then when I had my back surgery, this whole side, that was 2 years ago, And they told me you'll never walk. I was paralyzed from this, like, no feelings, no nothing. And this man appeared to me in the room.
So I'm going to give you 2 more chance of about maybe 4% of taking you out, huh?
But anyway, that he appeared to me, and that's going to be in the next book. And he told me, okay, he did a healing that only the Apache did, way back, legend stories. And this goes up all the way back to the Apache gold that a lot of people don't know. Gold was given by our star people to our people, or they call it the Great Creator. They used it for healings. They would drink the dust, and it would cure all your bodies.
Isn't there a book about monatomic gold that's supposed to do something like that?
Mm-hmm. Casey used to talk about it too.
Oh, I don't
know.
But anyway, they used it, and anyway, that grandmother used it for healings, and would drink it as tea, and it would cure anything.
Monatomic gold, I believe.
Anyway,
I heard something about that recently.
Then the white people came in. Grandmother told me about this doctor came in the Apaches, and he started helping them with the illness that the outsiders were bringing in. They didn't understand this illness. And they told him, well, we'll pay you in gold. And they took him, blindfolded him, took him into Apache gold deal. And anyway, and then when they folded the blindfolds, he was shocked at the gold walls and all there in Arizona, you know. Right. And so they told him, you're never to speak. And he took one of the chief's daughter for a wife, and they moved to Taos. Well, he couldn't keep his mouth shut. They gave him enough gold to open up his business. These are facts. And, well, 2 friends from back east came, and he told them, these Indian people have gold. I mean, we could be millionaires for our life. Well, he took them over there, and they found them wandering in the desert with their tongues cut and their eyes burned out.
Oh, my goodness. What
the Apaches did to them. Well, the Apaches figured they couldn't understand why people wanted this gift that the star people, the Creator, had gave them. Right. And they went in there, and the man stood at the entrance, grandmother would tell me, and the woman sang this song that the star people taught them. And as they sang this song, the whole mountain closed and the gold disappeared. That nobody on earth would ever find it again. It would never be traced.
Harmonic.
And I found that in later on years. Other stories she would tell me later, I have found them in documents. And she talked, and she used gold for healing. And somebody had broken our place and stole the piece of gold that somebody had brought her for healings. But, you know, they used it to drink like a tea, the dust.
I think you need to heal him.
Yeah, Tony's pretty sick.
And we gotta get something to eat.
Okay.
Yeah,
Probably.
we're starving.
This has been absolutely
Oh, thank you so much.
Amazing.
Yeah, well,